Nintendo could slap you in the face and charge you $70 for the privilege, and fans would still protect them. It's programming, psychological conditioning that starts in childhood and never lets go. Let me explain. To understand the Nintendo Defense Force, you have to understand childhood indoctrination. Mario, Zelda, Pokemon, these aren't just games. They're summer breaks, Christmas mornings, memories of feeling safe when everything else sucked. For millions of people, these franchises represent the only time in their lives when the world made sense. So when someone criticizes Nintendo, fans don't hear criticism of a corporation. They hear an attack on their childhood, on their safe space, their emotional security blanket. That's why Nintendo fans get so viciously defensive and buy all their stuff. You're not just saying their favorite game is overpriced, you're telling them their happiest memories are nothing but leverage. That the games they grew up loving belong to a soulless, money-hungry corporation that sees their nostalgia as potential currency. People have poured thousands of dollars into Nintendo. Games, consoles, amiibos, plushies, limited edition hardware, digital downloads that can't be transferred or refunded. The more money they spend, the harder it becomes to admit that Nintendo is exploiting them. Because acknowledging how anti-consumer Nintendo has become means admitting they were a part of the problem. That they poured hundreds of hours into supporting a company that sees them as walking ATMs. And will continue to do so, and that it's only going to get worse thanks to their patronage. Nintendo has mastered the illusion of moral superiority. Bright colors, smiling mascots, and family-friendly ratings. They all create this myth that Nintendo equals wholesome value. They're not like the rest of those evil corporations. They care about families and children. So when Nintendo DMCA strikes fan games made by kids, shut down charity tournaments, or sues modders into bankruptcy, fans justify it. People don't defend Nintendo because it treats them well. They defend Nintendo because their brains were hardwired since childhood to need it. That's why no matter how much Nintendo screws over its fans, they just keep coming back. Because admitting Nintendo doesn't love them would mean admitting their childhood was just a marketing campaign that worked perfectly. I know it's hard to admit something you loved isn't what it used to be. That what you felt was real, but it was never mutual. That hurts. And Nintendo counts on that pain to keep you loyal. The only way companies like this change, however, is when people stop playing along. Call me crazy, but I think that Nintendo fans can, in fact, break out of their shell. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a pleasant day.